good morning, good evening, whatever time of the day you're watching this. Hello, how are you doing? So today I've literally just woken up. Well, actually I've not woken up, that's a lie. I woke up at around 9:30 and then I went downstairs and had some breakfast, watched some Orange Is the New Black. I know I'm behind on the times, and I was just watching some, oh my god, English, match preview for Ireland's game on Sunday for the first round of the Rugby World Cup, and now I'm up in my room because I have to get ready as I am going to see Sophie today, and I'm staying over at Sophie today actually, and we are planning on going to Dunleary and hanging out for the afternoon, and yeah, we're going to film some really cool content today. Yeah, just excuse my state at the moment. So obviously if you know if I have PCOS, my acne is breaking out again at the moment because I feel like I have a cyst, so that's great. But on the plus side, my hair is growing, so I have a lot more hair these days, which is fab because you know how I feel about having no hair at all. So yeah, it's another fantastic day in Dublin at the moment. It's like 18 degrees outside and it's sunny. 19th of September or 20th of September, I'm not too sure what day it is, but that's great. And I better get going and getting ready. I have to pack my bag because I'm going to work straight from Sophie's and I need to bring some stuff with me, so better get ready. I've taken a nice picture with my ice cream Sophie, who's already devoured half of hers.
Half right.
We are staying in Lucy's house tonight and they have gorgeous little rabbits. Oh, they're hiding on me. Oh, they're a bit shy. I don't know if you can see this one here. Oh. And that's Milo, the dog. He's trying to frighten the rabbits. Bless. How cute are the rabbits? Oh my god. How gorgeous is this bunny rabbit? Oh my god. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier on today, me and Sophie are going to film a video, and one that I wanted to film with Sophie for the longest time is the story of our friendship. So I have a couple of questions on my phone and Sophie can chime in a couple if she wants to. No pressure. But at the same time, we are starving, so we're going to eat. So it's like a, what is it called? A mukbang?
Mukbang.
Mukbang. So yeah, we're just going to eat while answering these questions about ourselves. Not ourselves, our friendship. And then after this we might film a best friend tag, but as we've just said, people are probably going to watch this and be like, why are they friends? They know nothing about each other. But anyway, let's get on with this one. So, how long have we known each other?
Oh god.
See, this is tricky now.
Because I've known about you longer than
we've known
each other, because you were friends, or like
online friend with Jade.
With Jade.
But we followed each other on Twitter. Because I remember Jade saying, oh, my sister loves The Wanted, because I also love The Wanted. And she was like, oh, follow her. And then I went to search her name. Why am I talking about you in third person? I went to search Sophie's name. And it came up that we already followed each other because the Irish The Wanted family was such a small community.
At the start.
Yeah. So like anyone who's a fan, you just follow them all automatically.
And then, were you not a fan of GMD3?
Yes. Yeah, so I think like all of that kind of joined together.
But I think you and Jade you and Jade were friends through One Direction.
Yeah. And we became pally one, like I think it was October or November, because she was really sick with her stomach and I was really sick with my stomach. So we started communicating a lot more then. And then she sent me a get a present, and then I sent her one. And then
I remember the first time seeing you in person was, I think it was the first ever One Direction concert in Dublin.
No, it wasn't, because remember I couldn't go to that one because something happened with my tickets. So you rang me on the phone throughout the whole concert and filmed it and made me a
video.
She made me a DVD because I couldn't physically go, but she rang me throughout the whole concert so that I could be actually there.
I filmed every song and put it into like a slideshow.
And I still have that DVD. Like it's in my like One Direction fan box. I have a fan box.
Was that, I remember meeting you at some,
it was The Wanted. I think the first time we met each other was at the first arena tour that they done, Twat. That sounds so weird that I say that, but it's The Wanted arena tour.
Yeah. Because I remember.
And you just got this tattoo done.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's the first time that we met. So when was that? Was that February 2010?
Well, I got.
No, 2012. But we became pally in around. Like,
we were we were talking and stuff before that.
Yeah, so it was around.
And that was the first time we actually seen each other, and that was the first picture your mom ever took of us.
Yeah. That was February or March 2012, I think.
And you had no voice.
Yeah, I couldn't talk. So just in case you've like missed out on everything on my YouTube channel, I lost my voice after a second tonsillectomy. And I remember trying to talk to Sophie and it was like so loud. And I was like really shy and timid as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was around
that would have
February.
been it then, yeah. I'd say we've been talking for about 8 years maybe.
Yeah, I would say 8 years.
And we've been like friends.
Significant in each other's lives for
about 7 years.
Yeah. That first year was just all online.
Yeah.
And then like we'd ring each other or
text.
Like, yeah, and then like, the One Direction thing. So yeah, so that would be.
What year did you come to One Direction with us?
It was the following year. So when they'd done the second arena tour and you got the front, like near enough to the front row ticket.
We were like second row.
Yeah, and I nearly died.
And my mom ordered a limo as a surprise for everyone. Yeah.
I've never been in a limo before in my life, and then we rock up here and there's a limo. And like we arrive at the Tree Arena and everyone's like, oh my god, who is it?
And your mom stayed at my house with my mom.
Yeah.
And then she
came in.
I think my mom gave her a lift to the Lewis or something.
No, the two of them waited for us, and then me and my mom went for the Lewis, and then your mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your mom stayed at my house and drank tea.
Yeah. My mum still talks about that day.
Really?
Oh my god, all the chats and the tea she had with Clona. Yeah, so that's how long we've known each other. We've kind of already answered the second question, so it was like, how did we meet? So, through The Wanted, at Twat.
Yeah, through The Wanted, yeah.
And can't get rid of each other since. It's like really funny how like our friendship was based on like a fangirl friendship, and then it developed into like an actual
like an adult, like grown-up friendship.
Yeah, because like you know some of your fangirl friends, oh they're your friends while the band is around, but then as soon as they disappear you never see them again.
Yeah.
But then like we made sure to like meet up.
Yeah, all the time. And we've been on holiday.
Yeah,
and
like we've travelled.
Yeah.
Like and what do they say? Like once someone's in your life for 7 years.
I think like once a friendship surpasses 7 years, it's a friendship for life.
Yeah.
Like.
And we're on 7 in like reality, but 8 if you include online.
Yeah.
So like can't get rid of either of us now. We're in each other's lives. The next question is, what was your first impression of them?
My first impression of you was that you were very quiet.
Yeah.
And that you were very like shy and timid. But and I remember being so confused as to like, not confused as such, but like obviously because the time you had no voice, and it was like shit, like, and then I used to feel, when we started got to know each other better, I was like, because you had no voice, I didn't want to like try and like be a mammy, you know, type way, and like speak for you, but then you were like, no, you need to speak for me. Like, so I was like, okay, like, you know, type way. I was like, I didn't want to make you
feel like I
was
like incapable of doing it, but I was like, actually no, I prefer if you actually did speak for me in this situation.
Yeah, but like that was kind of my first kind of like initial, I wouldn't say thoughts, but kind of memories of what I was thinking when I first met you, like, you know, it's like, wait, but the first time was like outside the Wanted, and I was just like, oh my god, she's so like, because like over text message, like, you know, like your personality is just like, hey, I'm here, like, you know, this kind of way, and then in person was like, oh hi, and I was like, who is this person? Like,
it's like, if I was
texting her, I was talking to.
Yeah, like I come across as very confident and bubbly and out there, and then when you meet me that first time, I'm like, hi, how are you? It's so nice to meet you. And then the more I'm like comfortable, but obviously at the time, being sick with my throat, I couldn't be my best self, but I was still trying to find who I was as a person. Like, I was going through a really tough time. Like, I just finished secondary school, had deferred college, I think I had at that stage, and I was just about to go into first year. So like it was a very difficult stage for me mentally, so like I was very timid and fragile, so like even though I was coming across this very like, I wouldn't say obnoxious, but very
out there, and like
when you meet me I was like, don't say anything to me.
But I think that was like the only time I ever felt that you were like shy and timid and stuff, because then soon after that, like, it was obviously you weren't as loud then as you are now, but like that was the only kind of thing, like the initial, like, first thing was like, oh my god, she's so shy and quiet, like, but
my first impression of you is like the exact same as I see you now. Like, you were very friendly and warm. That's all I remember, like, just seeing you, like, and it's like a really strange thing, but like when I saw you then, I felt like safe. I know that's a really weird thing to say, because we weren't even like properly good friends, but I knew I was like, oh, I'm with Sophie now, it's okay, I'm safe. Like, I was in good hands, and I just like,
I kind of felt that from you when we had the meet and greet for the Wanted for when they done their last tour, because you had said to me, like, you know, you had like done the letter and whatever else, and you were like, I need you to give this to them and like explain to them and stuff like that, and it was kind of like, I think, like, obviously because you were going through such a hard time at that time as well, like, and it did knock your confidence like immensely. And I think, like, you know, even though I said at the start, like, I didn't want to overpower you and be like, right, I'll do this, like, you know, but I kind of felt like at times like that, at concerts, and at that time it was probably mostly concerts, because we were still like that little bit younger, but you know, at the likes of the merch stands and stuff like that, like, I knew I'd be like, right, let me know what you want and I'll get it for you, like, you know, type way, because at that stage we knew each other quite well, like, so I didn't feel like I was overpowering you, like, I was like, right, okay, she can't do it, right, I'm gonna do it, like, you know, type way, like, but I
always knew, like, from that, I still remember from that very first day I saw you, that you had like a caring heart, and that like you would always look out for me, no matter what the situation was, and like it comes back to that feeling safe around you. Like, I literally got that within the first 10 minutes of you, and I tend to have a somewhat good judge of character within the first 10 minutes of meeting someone, and in those first 10 minutes that's what I got from you. I was like, okay, actually I feel like this is someone now that I'm never going to want to lose, because I always feel comfortable and safe. And it's like, you know that saying, they're like, oh, if you feel like you're at home with someone, like, I always felt like, literally within that 10 minutes I felt, right, this is it now.
I felt like that too, the first time meeting you and your mom. Like, I remember walking up and like, even though you were shy and like timid and stuff like that, you were still like, oh my god, hi, like, and like, you know, first thing we done was give each other a hug, and your mom was like, hi, I'm Sarah Jane's mom, and like, obviously I knew of your mom from you being like, oh, I'm with my mom, or if I was like, well, I couldn't really talk to you on the phone kind of back then, like, it was because
but I think you did ring me once or twice, and I had to get my mom to talk.
I think it was like about something, or like some form of tickets or something, I can't remember, but like I had heard of your mom and probably spoke to your mom, but never had seen her, obviously, because I have never seen you, but I remember being like, oh my god, these are lovely people, like, you know, like, and your mom is like,
Mary's a legend.
oh, I love her. I love her. Like, she's like my little concert mammy. Because like when we go to concerts, obviously she's there.
Mary's
like,
there.
Yeah. And it's just like, she's always like, always just comes up and like gives you a hug, and like even when I've sat at yours, like it's just like that, she just makes you feel so at home, like, you know.
Yeah.
And like even and you, like, obviously, like when I came down to stay with you at that time, I was just like, I just felt so comfortable. And even with your dad, like, me, like,
she loves my dad. Her and my dad love to slag me. Like, they're the best of friends when it comes to slagging me.
Yeah.
So there's been a slight change of camera angle. And we just realised that the camera cut off. But anyway, Sophie's gonna continue where we were.
Okay, hang on.
So I'll let you read out the question.
Okay, so hang on. The question we were on was, what favourite memory do you two share? So, other than like the stereotypical
You have your phone on.
Kobe Rock just uploaded his YouTube video. Anyway,
We know what we're watching after this.
only because I love you, I'll still continue to film.
Oh my god. I feel so loved right now. You don't understand. She dyed her hair blue because he had blue hair.
Well, that was a bit, no, I didn't.
No. She actually wanted to change. He just influenced her in a little bit of a way.
I wanted to dye my hair 8 colour because I think I was going through a bit of a midlife crisis. And then, obviously, like, if anyone hasn't seen Kobe Rock, like,
Who are you?
anyway,
Anyway, we're going off topic here now.
I know, yeah, see, Kobe Rock's fault. Anyway, yeah, but I didn't dye my hair blue because Kobe Rock just cleared it up. I went through a bit of a midlife crisis. And anyway, yeah, so what favourite memory do you two share? So mine, other than like we've got loads of memories, like like the atypical like fangirl moments and stuff like that, like, and concerts and stuff like that.
And we have New York and
New
Manchester.
York, Demi Lovato.
Like, seeing Demi Lovato with you, oh.
Like Demi in Dublin and Manchester and all the other concerts we've been to, and like girly nights we've had and stuff like that, like they're all like, we've got so many great memories, like, but one that stands out personally for me, like on a personal level, was when we went to see All Time Low in the Olympia on
St.
Patrick's Day. Yeah. Now, obviously, you know, I wasn't a major fan of All Time Low. No one or two other songs were.
No one else wanted to come with me, and I was like, Sophie, please. And Sophie's like, yeah, I'll come with you.
I'd go to the opening of an envelope, like, do you know what I mean?
She would.
So, like, that day, and I remember going, and I had been talking to you through text and stuff like that, per usual, like, and I remember getting off the Lewis in Stephen's Green. I was meeting you and your mum on TGI Fridays. I remember the day as if it was yesterday. I really do. And I got off the Lewis, and I walked over and I texted you. I was like, I'm getting off the Lewis now. And you're like, okay, I'll meet you outside. So you had already went and got a seat.
Yeah.
And you had actually ordered food already, because you were like, what do you want? And I was like, oh, obviously chicken goujons. Yeah. And I remember walking up to the door and I was like, oh, hi, how are you? And you were like, hi, how are you? I was like, who is she? Because I had never heard your voice before.
Yeah.
I'd never ever heard you, and like, I was like, oh my god, and I was just in complete shock, and I was like, she has a voice. And like, I remember we always used to talk, like, I was like, what do you sound like? Because I didn't know what you sounded like, and I was like, I knew you as Sarah Jane, like, you know, like the whisper, like, but the loud laugh. And then that day I was just like, what is going on? Like, and I was like, oh my god, like, since when do you have a voice?
Yeah.
And you were like 2 days ago, I didn't want to tell you, I wanted to surprise you. I was just like,
yeah.
I was like, what is going on? Like,
yeah. I admit I wanted to like ring everybody and let them know, but then I was like, do you know what? It's actually better seeing their reactions rather than like ringing them. So I was like,
yeah.
Joe, Sophie's going.
If you would have rang me, I probably would have hung up the phone thinking someone robbed you or something. I'd be like, this is not Sarah Jane.
Yeah, like, I'm like, honest to God, because like as Sophie said, our friendship, she'd never heard what I spoke like, and then to see her, she was really like I can still see you being like, what?
And even through the whole time at like
when we were eating, you're like
I was
looking
just like looking at you.
I remember that so well.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was probably like a pair. And I think it was more so because I knew how much you struggled without your voice.
Yeah,
you know,
like, and you knew how it was mentally around that time.
Yeah.
As well,
But not only that, like it's like not even the struggle, but like obviously like all the stuff you were put through like by the people in the hospital.
Yeah.
You don't have to go into that, like, but all the stuff that you went through whilst having no voice, like, and then just being there, and that day just seeing how happy you were, and like then like it was for me trying to become used to not having to order things for you, like, you know, like at the concert that night and all. I was like,
we went to get a drink. And I was like, oh, what do you want to drink? And she's like, no, it's fine, I'll get it. And she went to order. I was like, sorry, I can actually order my own drink.
That's what I'm gonna get used to, like. Oh, Jade's ringing me.
Oh,
Jade's FaceTiming me. Just
we'll take a pause.
Tonight, actually, I'm going to be downstairs in a row.
Yeah. Okay, so
take 42.
we got interrupted because Sophie's sister Jade rang and FaceTimed us and all that jazz, so we had to go talk. We've also now included alcohol into the video. Anyway, we were talking about our favorite memory that we share. So
I just finished.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk about my one, and my one is, again, not really fangirl related. Well, sort of. So it was after my first operation for my PCOS and endo, and I was in a wheelchair. I'd come up to Dublin to see Tanya Burr at her book signing, with Jade, and my mum was there, and we just finished the book signing, and Jade was like, oh, I need to, I
gave Jade a card.
Yeah.
With like I gave Jade a card
with like some sort of a message in
with
it.
Like there was like a,
you wrote like a rhyme in it.
Yeah.
But like I thought we were going home straight after this, and Jade said she was meeting someone, right? And I was like, yeah, no problem. She's like, oh, will you walk with me towards the spire?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is so weird, like we're going the other way. And then she was like, she was trying to turn my wheelchair, and so was my mom, and I was like, well, I don't know what's going on here, like, but I was so doped off the drugs,
because they were trying to, because I was obviously walking down O'Connell Street towards like Eason's, and you were like looking up O'Connell Street, so you had to turn it towards like the Liffey side so that I could come up behind you.
Right, and then Jade was like, oh, Sophie has given me this to give to you, right? So I opened the card, and she's like wrote this like rhyming poem. Poems always rhyme, oh my god, but like, you know, this kind of like a letter that rhymed, and at the end of it I was like, what? Like, what? And then I turned around and it was
like the end of it was like, because I was at the talking to your mom about coming to stay with you for the weekend to surprise you.
Yeah, because I was feeling really shit at the time, and I felt like really lonely.
And I wrote like a thing, and I think like the end of it was like, so how would you feel like if I came to spend a weekend or something? So it was like about me coming to stay for the weekend or something.
Yeah,
like
and like I was completely like, what? Like a real blonde moment being like, this makes no sense. And then all of a sudden I heard from behind me, surprise! And I was like, what? And I cried. Like I actually cried. If you actually, I recorded it, but you can't really.
You can't really see.
Yeah, because Jade recorded it. No, I think you can.
I do remember it is in a video, and then I remember.
I don't know what she's laughing at.
I remember, because wasn't Tanya Burr's book like a bacon book, like about like and I remember that we stopped off in the car. You were flicking through the page in the front of the car, and I was in the back of the car, and I remember you, and it was like the rainbow 7-tier thing, and you were like, I've always wondered how you make this without the colours running into each other. And I was like, really? Like really? Like, and you thought like that you bake them at like you put them in and like add bits as you go along, and I was like, no, SarahJane, you make like 7 different coloured cakes and then put them together, and you were like,
yeah. I completely was like, this is like groundbreaking news to me, and like so I was like, SarahJane, that's common knowledge.
But I was just like I knew you were blonde, but like that moment I was just like, wow.
Whoa, yeah, like I'm really that blonde.
I was like,
oh
and
my
I
God.
remember that was just like the running joke for the whole journey home.
Yeah,
Like, and I
yeah.
remember we hit really bad traffic.
Oh yeah, like
and we
were in the
stopped
car
off for
like 2
a cup
hours.
of tea at that garage.
Yeah. They've now changed it. They've upgraded that garage now. It's a proper big station.
Yeah, no, I drove past it when I was
Yeah.
coming back from Dungarvan with my nanny today.
But yeah, that's my favourite memory because I was feeling really down and lonely at that time.
Yeah.
And like where I live in Laois, like all of my friends aren't really around. The only friend that's around is Shauna Kiley, and she was so busy that summer. And I remember being like, oh, I just feel so low and lonely, and I was quite anxious about the party that was coming up.
Yeah.
And then I just remember being so overwhelmed that like you'd gone to all this trouble and that you were coming down to. I was so excited that Sophie was coming down to the country.
My dad.
Yeah, very, very out of it.
Yeah, and I'm like in the house, and I remember that night I was going to bed, and like it wasn't even early, but I remember not being tired, and you were like wrecked because you were so unwell, like.
Yeah.
And I remember going to bed, the Wi-Fi was atrocious. Oh, your camera's flashing.
I charged this today. What the fuck? Okay, just finish this.
But anyway, yeah, I remember I was lying in bed and I was like, this Wi-Fi is atrocious. And I remember lying in bed and I was like looking around, and I remember reading like the most weirdest book. I can't even remember what book it was. I was lying in bed, I was like, I don't even know what this book's about. I was like, oh my God. Then I remember just falling asleep then eventually because your Wi-Fi was just atrocious.
It's
and like literally the bed was here and the Wi-Fi router box was here. Like I could have touched it. Like it was literally like, I don't even know how long
it's
like,
improved since. You need to come down there again.
Yeah, I will. And then and I remember your dad coming around knocking on the door.
Breakfast!
I was like, okay.
That's my dad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we're gonna have to stop now and charge my battery.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. We can go watch Kobe's video while the battery's charging.
Yeah.
Okay, be right back. Steady. Okay, so before we got rudely interrupted by my camera battery going, note to my parents for Christmas, if you want to buy me a couple of new batteries for my camera, I'd greatly appreciate that. Okay, so next question is, what is your favourite thing about each other?
My favourite thing about like you in general, or just like anything in general about us?
You can give an answer for both if you want.
Okay, well, my favourite thing about you personally is how you're like, and we spoke about this earlier on, like, I'm kind of going to answer like both of them together.
Yeah.
Like, we spoke about this earlier on and I said it to you earlier on, is that like, we might not see each other for weeks, sometimes months. We might not speak to each other for like 2, maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And like that, you pick up the phone, it's if we only seen each other yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think for me, other than like, you know, like, I'm not gonna be like this, the typical like, you know, oh, like your phone and blah blah blah, because obviously I would be friends with you if you weren't. Like,
yeah. Where's the door?
but like,
bye.
But like for me personally, as I said earlier on, like I think me personally for you is that like you're like, I keep saying like. The kids I babysit was like, why do you keep saying like all the time?
They're like, have you got a problem with me?
No, but they're American. So
they
why do you keep saying like all the time? I'm like, I'm Irish.
It is an Irish thing, I said too.
Yeah. So I think for me personally is that you are, I could ring you and be like, I just done this absolutely like crazy thing, or you know, like anything, and you'd be like, okay, let's sort this.
Yeah.
You know, like you wouldn't be like, you're an idiot, you're this, you're that, you're blah 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 blah. Or like if I do something that I've asked you for advice on, you're like, no, don't do that, and I still do it.
I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna be like, I told you not to do that. You're not judgmental.
No.
In any way.
No, I
like
couldn't be.
any way. I could ring you and be like,
so I fucked up, and I'm not gonna be like, you're an idiot. Like,
yeah. I told you not to do that. You'd be like, okay, well, okay,
it's done now.
It's done now. This is what we need to do now. Blah 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 blah. Blah. You know, type of way. Like, and you've never, anytime I've ever rang you for anything, whether it be like something stupid or
something major
or something small, you've never been like, I've never got the vibe from you that you don't care.
Yeah.
You know, it's like whether it's something that's like minute or something that's like major.
Yeah.
I've never got the feeling that it's like, oh, why is she ringing me? Like, why is she on the phone? And like, you know, it's like, where like, what are you ringing me for? Like, you know, but yeah, other than obviously all the, like, you know, the typical, like,
other great qualities.
Yeah, that's for me personally. I feel like I could tell you anything and have told you nearly everything about my life. Like, I can tell you anything or ring you for anything or text you for anything or even arrive at your front door and you would be like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, come on in for a cup of tea.
Yeah,
like,
what's wrong? Let's go. I'll stick the kettle on. That type of thing. Like,
my answer is pretty much like it's the exact same. I feel like no matter how long has gone, I know you'll always be there.
Yeah.
And like as we said earlier on when we were talking at the pier, that's something that stands to test our friendship. That like we don't have to constantly reassure each other that we're there. We know we're there.
Yeah.
And that like again, like I could ring you or text you being like, I feel like this or this has gone on. I need help or I need you to talk to me. Or
and I feel like as well, you know you've got them, like, don't get me wrong, like as I said, I've got a very small friend group and the friends group that I have I'm blessed to have, but you know you've got them people that like you feel like, oh, I could talk to this person about this and you might not see them and you feel like you have to like, hey, how are you, like how have you been,
talk.
Yeah. Whereas I know I could like text you like a paragraph, like without even being like, hey, can you talk? Like I could just send you a paragraph like that,
and then like you'll get a response within whatever time.
Exactly. And I know you're not going to look at the message and go, well, like she hasn't even asked me how I am, or she hasn't even asked me hi, or like, you know, the type of way, like it's I could send you anything and not feel that I'm a burden or that I'm
bothering me or not like I think that's a two-way street with our friendship, and that's the exact same thing that I was just about to say as well. Like it's just that constant reassurance that you don't have to be like doing all that small talk that you have to kind of do, that work that you have to put into a friendship. As whereas we've done that solid ground, we know that we can just literally send a message with whatever our problem is without having to do all that other crap.
But not even that it's a problem, like it's not just problems, like,
but it literally could be like, oh my god, I've watched Colby's new video today, have you? Like, and we might not have spoken for 2 weeks.
But like the thing is, I hadn't spoken to you like up until like this weekend, or like a couple of days before the weekend. I hadn't spoke to you in maybe 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was around the last time that I was around here then. We spoke for like a week after that, and then it went quiet because I was really busy with work and
until I text you with the whole Jade thing. And then I text you about, like, I hadn't spoke to you, and then I text you about that film after. And then it was like, oh, are you free this weekend? You want to do something? Like, you know, type of, and it wasn't, I know as well, like, you know, randomly sometimes when I'm out walking the dog or whatever, I'm like, oh, I'll ring Sarah Jane, see if she's whatever. But I don't feel like that awkwardness when I'm like, oh, should I ring Sarah Jane? Should I not ring Sarah Jane? I'm like, oh, I'll ring Sarah Jane. It's easy. Is she there? Like, you know, I don't feel like that when you pick up the phone to come be like, hi.
Or that I'm gonna be like, oh, for God's sake, like, why are you ringing me?
Whereas when I ring you, I'm like, hey, you free for a chat? And you're like, yeah. Or can you ring me back in 5 minutes and just doing something or whatever? Like, you know, I never feel like you're like, oh, like, what's she ringing me for? Like, you know, type of way. So I was like, hi, how are you? Like,
that's what I love about our friendship. Like, because I know not a good few, but there's a few people in my life where like I have to put in that graft. And
same.
Can I ring you tonight for a chat? Or like, I'll be constantly messaging, being like, oh, can I ring you? I want to talk to you about something. And then it'll be like 5 weeks later when I finally get to call.
Or like another thing is, like, you know, with us, and it's like, if I text or you text and be like, oh, hey, like, I've got this day free, are you free this day? Like, when you're free, we should do something. And I know, like, if we make plans, we stick to that. Whereas like, I know people, like, not so much now, but people that I would have been friends with, it was like constantly feeling like a one-sided thing. You know,
you're constantly putting in that effort and you're not getting it back.
And then they'd say like, oh no, I'm free this day, let's do something. And then that day come and you text and be like, oh, do you still want to do something today?
And then they'll bail. And you won't even hear from them. Yeah.
Or the, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot I had to do this, or I had to do that, and you're like, okay.
As whereas we were both like
Yeah.
this, once we've made a plan, and we were talking about this earlier, like if we suggest anything, we're going to carry through to that until like we're actually at that thing that we want to do. And I love that about us, that we're very honest to our word, and we're very honest people. Like I feel like if I asked you your opinion, you tell me straight out. Like you wouldn't like double bluff me, like and tell me what I would want to hear. No, you would tell me what I need to hear. Yeah. And I'd be the exact same.
That's the thing. I prefer people to be like that, because I think if I would, just for conversation purposes, like I think, you know, if we went shopping and I was looking for something to wear for something, and I was like, what do you think of this? And I would prefer you to turn around to me and say, to be honest with you, don't think it really suits you. I think you should go for X, Y, and Z. Yeah. You know, I would rather someone tell me that than have me
be like,
wear something that doesn't
real.
Yeah.
And you know yourself, you're like, I don't know if she's actually being right in that, and like you'd much prefer if I give you my honest opinion and then we both feel comfortable in it, rather than us both feeling awkward.
But I think that's the thing, like with us, like we've got that trust in each other. Yeah. That, and we know that if we say something that is, I wouldn't say negative, but like if we say something to each other that may be hard for us to say, or might be a little bit kind of taken back by the other person, we know it's coming from a place that it's because
we trust them, and it's honesty. You would much prefer, you know, it's coming at their best intention. Completely. They're not coming to be vindictive or cruel or anything like that. They're not going to
harsh
be
or
a bully or anything like that. Like whatever that comment is, you're going to be like, you'll joke like, all right, okay, but you're like, actually no, I'm glad you told me that, because I would hate to look like a fool if I bought that dress and I looked like this, or if I done this and I made myself look like a fool. So whereas if you're going to give me that honest, brutal answer, I would much prefer someone who's close to my heart to tell me that, rather than
exactly
myself.
Completely.
So that's definitely our favourite thing about each other, and I'm glad we're both on the same page with that. Okay, the next one now, I'm actually not too sure, but it's, what are your nicknames for each other? Now I'm not sure, I basically just call you Soph all the time.
Yeah, and I can't remember why. I was trying to think about this earlier on.
No, I know.
It was like someone, I know you do, but I remember I was in work, so basically I have Sarah Jane like saved to my phone, and when I'm texting her, I call her, in her phone she's Peanut, right? In my phone she's Peanut, right?
For the last 3 years I've been Peanut.
Like it's still on my phone, like why should I show you?
And like I remember when this whole thing happened, she's like, I'm gonna call you that from now on, and she lived
and there's a laughing face beside it, so it's obviously like
a funny thing.
It's
like,
I need to like
cover up my number. It's like, don't any weirder.
You can't. It's not gonna be. It's not. You're not.
But anyway,
I'm ringing you.
She had me saved as Peanut on her phone, and the reason is, back in 2016, I made a video about my operation for my polycystic ovaries and endometriosis. And some random guy commented on it, being like, oh, the cyst that was removed was the size of a peanut, and or some comment, like it was this long comment, and there was like, it kept mentioning a peanut, and you were just like, I'm just gonna call you that from now on. And like I remember the whole comment was so weird that you just made it so much funnier by just being like, I'm just gonna call you Peanut from now on. He said something about my brain being like a peanut brain as well, and we just laughed about the whole thing. I'm making a really bad job explaining it, but it was a lot. I see, I've privatized that video because I was getting bullied for it. Long story. But let me see if I can find the comments on it. Would I be still able to see the comments?
I think so, you should be able to.
Okay, coming up to it here now. Comments. Fuck. Comments are not supported on private videos, sorry for cursing.
Why can you not see your own comments?
I won't be able to see it when I see it.
Why are you not signed?
I am signed in. Because it's privatized.
Oh.
I took it down off of YouTube because I didn't want it to be getting pissed off with. That's so weird.
Like, but should you still not be able to see them because it's your video? Like?
You would think that, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can see it on my dashboard. So many goddamn videos. Nope. No, nothing.
Well, that's basically what it was anyway.
But yeah, it was because this guy said that I had a peanut brain and that the cyst that was removed was the size of a peanut, and Sophie just clung to the peanut part and has called me Peanut ever since. I don't think I had any other nickname before that.
No, I think it was just like the usual.
Yeah, and I only ever call you Soph.
Or darling in
Darling.
in cards that
Yeah,
you're
I
like
to my darling.
yeah.
Yeah, it's either my darling or Soph.
Yeah.
Describe our friendship in 3 words.
Oh. 3.
Yeah. I can't even think. Long pause.
4 hours later.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Like it's hard to like summarize
Yeah.
something in like 3 words.
And you think because you have a little bit of drink in us now that this would easily flow.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
nah.
nothing's coming to us.
I don't know.
It's always like adventure is not the word I want to say, but I feel like it's always like something. There's always a story from whenever we meet. Like there's never like a dull moment. Like I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like when we walked into that supermarket area in New York, and like we have that story about when Jade and I were being harassed. Your man was taking photos of us. Like,
oh, in where were we? Were we in like? Was it? Oh, where was he? Burlington Co.
Yeah.
Burlington Co.
One of the
Something like TJ Maxx or Burlington Co. or something like that.
and like
Taking pictures and stuff like that. That
yeah,
was weird.
So what we were saying was some weird guy was taking photos of me, Jade, and Amy.
Yeah.
And like
We had to wait for we had to like
get the
police had to come and all. Yeah.
That was weird. And
Yeah.
like there's never a dull moment. Like something else.
Or in McDonald's. Do you remember at McDonald's in New York? And your man was like, y'all bitches.
Y'all fat bitches.
Because McDonald's didn't have an escalator or a lift. And he thought we were laughing at him. He's like, I'll knock you out. Y'all fat bitches. And they were like, you're the one that's looking for an elevator and a lift in Tesco's. Elevator and a lift are the same thing. An elevator, or an escalator in McDonald's in Times Square.
Sorry,
No, it wasn't Times Square. Was it Union Square?
It was
Union Square.
Also, I think I deleted all the questions because I laughed so much there. See, it is never a dull moment.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. But we were on the second last one. The last one was like, what's our most... We'll go on to that in a minute. But yeah, one thing about a friendship is that it is never dull.
Well, like I could say it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun filled. Like there's always a story to say from every meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's always a memory to go back on. And like that whole New York trip, that was just this year, and like every day there's something.
Yeah.
Like
every
Planet
single day.
Hollywood.
Oh, the guy, remember him? Oh my god.
What was his name? I have his number.
I don't know, you have his number.
Yeah, he ghosted me though. Christian. Didn't even have to look it up, remembered that.
Christian.
Yeah. That was so funny. But yeah, we've lots of moments. I can't emphasize the fun. Like I nearly just go fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like random though as well.
Oh yeah, so random and fun. And like I
think our friendship would be like random, fun, and like I'm gonna sound like so cheesy now, but like unbreakable.
I was just about to say strong or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would agree with that. There's nothing that could like make us not want to be in each other's lives anymore.
Yeah, or like fall out, or
because we've been like.
But I think like referring back to the thing we said a minute ago, like of the thing of us being like honest and stuff like that with us, and you know, I think because of that, there hasn't up until now, like touch wood, there hasn't been a time where I was like, oh my god, I can't believe Sarah Jane done that, and like blah blah blah, you know, type where like
I've never been like that.
Yeah.
It's cause we've always had the open channel of connection with each other.
Yeah.
As whereas with other friendships, you wouldn't be that honest, and that leaves room for you to be like, oh for fuck's sake, I can't believe they've done that. As whereas like, what?
You need to stop cursing.
Oh, sorry. I'm not monetized anyway on YouTube, so it's fine.
Okay.
Well, it's like one day I will be, and they'll be like, oh, you're not getting money for that. Okay, I don't have the drive to edit on my MacBooks yet. I don't have 2 MacBooks. Not that rich. Okay, apologies about the cursing. It's like I have alcohol in me. Can't help it.
Oh my god. I just remembered your one outside when we were walking the dog.
She was talking to herself.
Carrying a tent. She lives up the road, I know her. Like, I don't know her personally, but like,
she was like,
I know of her. And like,
imitate her. She done a really good imitation of
I
her.
can't remember what she was saying.
But you're like,
oh, she was like, quick. Even the dog was like, what?
And then I was laughing so much that Harley was like, is there Jane already?
Yeah, he thought you were crying.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny.
Oh god, but yeah, so yeah, they're the best 3 words to describe it. Random, fun, and unbreakable.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last question that we're going to ask in this video is,
that we're not going to have an answer for.
what is the most annoying thing about the other person?
So I've been thinking about it since I had to skim through the questions earlier on, like, and I don't necessarily find it annoying.
Yeah,
I
don't is a kind of a weird word.
Yeah. Like, I don't necessarily find it annoying, but it was like for me, it doesn't annoy me as such, like, but that, I wouldn't say it upsets me either. I don't even know what way to explain it, but it's like it's more so the thing of like, kind of my wish for you as such, like, would be that you could see yourself the way other people see it, you know, that type of way. Like, it's kind of like, obviously, like, you know, we've had that, like, many conversations about like our insecurities and things like this, and obviously your insecurities are your insecurities, my insecurities are my insecurities, and the same thing, like, you know, people say to me, no, you don't need to be thinking about that, blah blah blah, and the same way you have. But for you personally, because you've had so much like shit, like, it would be for you to be able to see yourself how like I see it, you know, type of way. And I'm not gonna say it annoys me that you don't, because it doesn't annoy me, and I know it's like it's something that you can't help, but
I know where you're coming from,
you know, that type of way, like. Other than that, I don't really have. My thing
was something similar. It's not, again, annoying, it's just I wish that you could see how I see you. And that I wish that you had the confidence and the belief in you that I have in you. And like, the version of you that you are in me, I wish everyone got to see it and got to see the Sophie that I see through my eyes. So I love how we both have kind of something similar.
The only other thing that annoys fucking shit out of me, and it's for your own good, is how you're always like, gotta get back on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get back vlogging. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, okay, Sarah Jane, like, you need to do it, like. And then you're like, no, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
And then I get my head in the way.
And then you don't.
Yeah, that little voice in my head starts, and then
I'm like, consistency!
Yeah, consistency is key. Sarah Jane, cop on, do this. And then that little voice in there is like, no, because that person's going to say this about you, and then you're going to get upset, and then blah 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 blah. Yeah, and like, as I said to you earlier on today, I'm now in that frame of mind where I'm like, know what? F everyone.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do. I'd
say that's like, as I said, I wouldn't say it's annoying.
But yeah, but like I get what you mean. It's how I keep saying
it annoys me. It's not even that, but it annoys me how you let people who don't matter, who don't matter, rule
what I want to be doing.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You let them hold you back.
Yeah. And I hate that. That's what annoys me about myself. Like,
and you let them hold you back, even though I know from experience, not experience, but like I know from spending time with you and doing things like, you know, like stuff like this together and stuff like that it's something you enjoy.
Yeah.
But it annoys me that you let them get in on you to stop you doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I suppose that's what you could say would
I 100% like agree with that. Like I hate that I allow myself to be like that. But times are changing. Girls got a new job. Girls gonna have more time. Consistency is happening.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, promising right here, right now. Not gonna say a video a week, but there'll be more than one every 3 or 4 months. I will try one a week.
No, start off with like one a month.
Oh no, that's too little. Because I have so many plans.
I'm trying to help you out here, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to actually be realistic about this.
Because I have a life update that I have to do. New job, new place, etc. Then I'm going to do about my health, because I haven't really updated the YouTube about it.
Sound Goldbach added to their Instagram.
Oh, you know what, if you're watching after this. But yeah, like I have a lot of ideas, and as I said to you earlier on, I'm going to like prep and make sure that I have content to be going out. And then like before I know it, it'll be 12 days of Vlogmas. So then I'll have like 12 videos there, and I'll have to think of ideas for that.
My leg's gone dead.
Oh, again. This is like the 5th time today that your leg's gone dead.
My leg's fucked up.
But yeah, no, I 100% agree about both of those points. And then I love how like we both had the same kind of thing. Like, I wish that you were more confident in who you are, because you are an amazing and beautiful person on the inside and out. And I just wish that you believed that. And then again, I love how that's the same thing for me, and I'm like,
Pure content. Pure content.
It's like what you said to me earlier on, it's like you need to believe, what was it, practice what you preach or something like that? Yeah. That's going to have to be my biggest lesson of 2019. But yeah, I think that's like summed up the whole video there now. Yeah, that's what?
The fact you've tried to kill me.
Yeah, I just make her vodka very strong.
With this much Coke.
And like that much vodka.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Clarify that there now, YouTube. Don't not let this video go out. But anyway, that is the story of our friendship. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I'm not too sure exactly where I have to point for that still after all these years. Like, I don't know if I go there or there.
But it's over this side, isn't it?
It's somewhere there.
Is it gonna be posted like, as I know we're backwards right now.
I don't know.
So like when you put this on your computer, is it gonna be like this?
It should be, yeah.
Okay, then it's down underneath me.
Okay, it's underneath stuff, so like that.
I think.
Alright, and then if you want, leave a comment below.
And the subscribe thing's over here. Okay,
and the subscribe button is somewhere along here. Turn on those notifications, because it's gonna be more consistent. I'm gonna prove her wrong now. Like, she's like, that's the one thing I hate when people are like, oh no. I love proving people wrong, so let's just face now. Okay, we're gonna go now. Thank you for watching. Bye.